Ahoy everyone and welcome to Cruising the World. Oh, sorry, Cruis'n World. This theme song is amazing. Probably one of the best on the 64 actually. Alright, let's jump into it. Now I just want to start off by saying I'm going to start a new game. So it's a 4-player game. Or up to 4 players, sorry. We're going to cruise the world. I'm just trying to remember which one I went. That one actually, I believe you can fire the gun, if I remember correctly. Scarab. And, zombie, that one's cool. Orca. I think I always went this one. Indie. Road King. Yeah, I think I might go the Wraith, guys. So now where we're gonna go? Oh, Australia. So we're gonna go. I want to check out nearly all the stages if I can. Oh, Mexico's here too. Nice. Yeah, we'll start out with Australia. Oh, that's expert. Whoopsie. So I just want to start out by saying I don't like racing games. I don't like cars in general. I'm just not good at them. Look at that car up there that went off the road. You see the kangaroos jump across the road? Yeah, I never, I'm not into cars, or car games or racing game. I did enjoy this one because it's sort of like, it's oh, look at that smash up. It's sort of got like fantasy elements to it. Like it's got a bit of flair to it, I guess you could say. Why was that car going the other way? That's insane. I passed 2 cars, yet I only went up 1 level, like 1 ranking. Why is that car going the other? Oh wait, are these like? Wait, what? Oh, so it has its own traffic. That's crazy, guys. Yeah, like this one has like sort of like a gimmick to it, if that makes sense. So like, you can see the kangaroos jumping across the road. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. There we go, we finished 4th. That's not too bad. I don't know if it'll give me what I want, but I'm just gonna be immature here. This is cool. Like, see, this is a cool gimmick. Wow, I came first. No, we're gonna quit. We're gonna go cruise the world, automatic. We're gonna go this one again. We're gonna go to Mexico. That's expert too, okay. Australia and Mexico. Yeah, this one has like gimmicks to it. Like you saw the kangaroos jumping across the road, and the NPC. Oh, get out of it, you loser! The NPC traffic. There's also a really weird scene I want to show you in England. Like it's a really bizarre. Like as a kid, I was just always just like it was very shocking, like very very out of place and very questionable for a game like this. Listen to this Mexican music. Why would there be a truck in Mexico? This is really nice music. This game has a really good soundtrack. Like let's just state the obvious. Oh, look, a temple. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. I'm not good at racing games, guys. So just please keep that in mind. I'm not good at cars or look at that. How cool is that? Can't say that's not awesome. There was my car. See that? You see my car, guys? Oh, now I just hit my car. Get out of it. Oh, they crashed up the top at the front. That guy just kept hitting the walls there. Oh, we're gonna come second. Nice. Look at that guy with his shirt off. That's awesome. Yes, we're still ass. There we go though. We might choose another car in a minute, guys, but I just want to quickly show you this one, which is where it gets really weird at the end. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, there's really not much to this game. Like, I mean, it's more of a, I guess you could call it a party game. I mean, you play against your friends and race and everything. The levels are really nice though. This is actually a sequel to Cruis'n USA. I had both of them. Cruis'n USA was very simple. Like, you only had to choose between 4 cars. So this one's obviously superior. As I said, like, I just have, like, even though I don't care about cars, I don't like cars, I'm not interested in cars in any way or form, any shape or form. This one just has a charm to it that's always hooked me. I can't explain it. Like it's not your typical like racing game. Like you're not like on a track in, like, you know, Radiator, you know, Radiator Springs. Oh, sugar. I don't know what my thinking was there. I just saw that bus and I was like, I gotta hit that. My brain was just like, do it. I think the little demon on my shoulder took over for that one. So we're coming up to it, guys. So just keep a close eye on the left-hand side of the screen when I tell you, okay? Get out of it. I'm gonna lose this match now because of Dum Dum. Get out of it. Oh crap, there's a time limit. Yeah, this one just, like, you know, most racing games, you know, it's just on a stadium. Here, pay attention, guys. We're in Stonehenge. Ready? Look! What the frig, guys? That is terrifying for me. That is just so that's so creepy. Like the UFOs out of nowhere. That's just so disturbing. So yeah, like most racing games, they take place on a on just a random track or course, whatever you want to call it. You can choose between all like realistic cars, like Dodge Viper and all that, and but this one, like it gives you a choice between a select few cars, and they're like all different. Like you got the zombie and the Scarab, and a bloody ATV with a machine gun mounted to it. I'm telling you, you can actually shoot that. Let me. I believe instead of honking the horn, it shoots the. I think that one takes you through all the levels. So we'll just play a few levels here, guys. This one's going to be pretty short. Relative. Hear that? That's me shooting the gun. I don't think it does anything. You hear it? That's it. As I said, yeah. So yeah, this one has like a select few number of cars, and like they're all like unique, and as I said, like this one, this is like an ATV with a machine gun mounted on it. For the instead of the horn, you get to fire the gun. And the stages are all all around the world, and they've all got their own flair, like kangaroos and Aztec temples and UFOs for some damn reason. Like being a cryptozoologist as I am, like I'm well aware of Stonehenge with all its weirdness and like mysteries. I'm well aware of UFO sightings in like Britain and England and stuff like that, but it's just for this game, it's just so out of place. It's always been out of place, like so out of place that I'd call my siblings in, and I'm like, watch this, watch what happens. Oh, how cool is this? It's an underwater aquarium. How cool is this? The UFOs, like now, like kind of make me wish for shooting everyone. The UFOs kind of make me wish for a racing game where you go around the world and like you can sightsee like Loch Ness Monster and stuff like that. Like imagine like a racing game that took you around the Loch Ness, and you could see like Nessie, in the water, or like one that took you around like the North America like wilderness, and you could like build it up first. Like don't just like be like, oh look, here's Nessie, or here's Bigfoot. Build it up first, like okay, a second, that's alright. Build it up first, like maybe with Bigfoot you could start off by showing like Bigfoot Museum, and then you could move on to having like a sort of trail leading along the side of the road that has Bigfoot footprints. I just think that would be a cool idea. But that's just me. So yeah. As I said, like I don't like cars. I'm not interested in cars. I don't even drive a car, to be honest. I don't know. I've never been interested in them. Like my brother and my sister's partner. and like my wife's brother, like everyone I know is like into cars and interested in cars, but I've never cared about cars. Like when I was a kid, like I used to have Matchbox cars, and they were cool and stuff. But I don't know, I just like I appreciate cars for getting me from A to B. But that's the end of it. Like I don't like hearing cars revving their engines. I don't like seeing car races. I honestly think car races are one of the most boring things. I think maybe it was because I went through a time in the 2000s where everyone was just like, "Oh, cars, bro," and that was just really annoying. Like everything, having to sit around watching, DVDs of drag racing and having to sit around and watch, people, listen to people talk about like Fast and the Furious 1 and 2 and 3 and the upcoming Fast and Furious 4. Speaking of which, there's like 12,000 of those movies. And no joke, apparently they're literally going to space in the next installment of Fast and Furious. Oh no, so it became fourth because there was a pile-up. Yeah, and I don't know, guys. I'm just not a fan of, just don't like cars in general. I just find it so uninteresting. And like, look, if you like them, that's cool. I just, you know, avoid hanging around. Oh, geez, I did pretty bad in this one. That was meant to be, an easy one. I did the worst. Yeah. What do you reckon, guys? Let's go Italy. Italy. Yeah, as I said, like for me, cars get me from A to B, and that's cool. Like, I appreciate them for that. I think they're very useful creations. But I just don't want to, I don't want to play games where I have to race them. I don't want to play, I don't want to watch movies where I have to, see car racing and... I believe now Fast and Furious isn't even what it originally started out to be. It originally, as I remember vaguely, was about street racing. Like it was, I think Paul Walker's character was a cop, and he went undercover to bust all these like illegal street racing or something. And nowadays it's like an action shoot 'em up, and like Mission Impossible or something. So, yeesh. I just never appreciated. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's cars I can look at that I fall in love with. Like, but even with that said, the cars that I like and the cars I choose and everything are just so different to what a normal person would choose. I think these two are about to crash. Hear the narrator screaming, that's the best. For example, I like the Nissan Cube. It's just a really cool shaped car, like very very unique. I like interesting cars, guys. That's just me though. Wow, what a dick. See that he hit me from behind? Second. Eat shit. I like that guy with the shirt off, that's just so funny. Because he's like doesn't have a six pack. He's like sort of a pot belly dude. Alright, we'll just do a couple more levels here, guys, and then we'll probably call it quits. Let's go to Scarab. And then we'll try the zombie, and then we'll call it quits, alright? Yeah, let's go New York. Cruis'n New York. So yeah, like cars just aren't that big a deal to me. I don't know much about. I know nothing about cars. This brings me to a topic I'd like to just touch upon quickly. Well, hopefully I want it to be quickly, but we'll see. And the topic that I want to talk about is trying to be an expert in things you don't know. For example, as I just said, I know nothing about cars. Nothing at all. Like I wouldn't, like I look, like I see a car that I think looks like my friend's car, and I'm like, hey, there's your car, and he's like, different make, different model, different year, and I'm like, how can you tell? Like I just see, like the car was white, his car is white. I'm like, oh, that looks like your car. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's a Volkswagen Beetle and he drives a, you know, a Commodore or a like a, I don't know, Shelby Cobra, white Shelby Cobra. Like the two cars do look familiar, like that, similar to me at least. Like, but yeah, for some reason that's the thing. Like I know nothing about cars, so I'm like, if you know people are having a conversation about a car, I'm not going to be like, well, actually, I believe this is what I believe about this. I don't want to really. I'd probably try to keep out of the, unless I'm being like a dick, and I want to be funny and be like, well, you know, I think a Volkswagen Beetle is, you know, a faster car than a Dodge Viper, you know. Unless I'm being silly, like something like that, like, oh wow. Well, I've lost this round. Yeah, I'll keep out of it. I don't have an opinion on cars. I can't. I'm not an expert, so you know I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert. And that's my problem. There's people in the world, and people I know, and people I've met, and people that have inspired me to, you know, have this little conversation. Well, sugar. Yeah, people that, you know, act like experts on topics they know nothing about. Like some topics that I'm an expert on, just off the top of my head, comic books and movies. Those, I'm an expert on very few topics. But what I am an expert on, I'm pretty, you know, switched on about. So, for me, it's just really irritating, annoying, stupid, when someone questions me, like my knowledge, or questions what I know about comic books and movies. Like I'm open to, like, you know, all, like opinions and, like, you know, discussion and everything like that. But when someone, like when I'm like, you know, for example, you know, for example, I'm just trying to think of a very basic example and I can't. You know, Magneto is a mutant, and someone's like, no, he's not. He's not a mutant. He's a member of the Fantastic Four. You know, like just something like really stupid. Or like another thing. people will pull their information from comic book movies instead of comic books. So I'll be like talking about the comic books. For example, I'll be like, just off the top of my head, oh, you know, it's really cool that Elektra, you know, how Elektra wears like a bandana, like a, you know, a bandana, you know, scarf thingy on her head, whatever. No, she doesn't. She doesn't wear one of them. That's false. And I'm like, well, yes, she doesn't. She has long black hair. No, she doesn't. She has medium length brown hair. I'm like, what? And the person's like, well, that's what the movie, you know, I've seen the movie. I know what's happening. And yeah, that's irritating for me. Oh, wow, guys, you can actually knock these down. See, you can drive through them. That's cool. Disrespectful, so I apologize to the Egyptian people. Now, you know, I half expected a mummy to come out of here, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just love doing that. Like, it slows you down, but it's just so fun. I think that's the end. Yeah, it is. I finished 8th. So yeah, I just hate people who do that. I just hate people who try to be an expert on stuff they don't know about. Like, you know, as I said, it's yeah, and you're probably like, oh well, you know, if they're wrong about something, educate them, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, like that's what you think. Like, you think, okay, well, I can educate this person. I'm just gonna try the truck, guys. I only got a few more levels left, so I might as well keep going. You'd think that, yeah, I'll educate this person. Like, that's you know, it's a no-brainer, right? But the problem is, the people I'm talking about don't want to be educated. Like I've tried to be like, oh well, that's not right in the comics, blah blah blah. Oh well, I think the movie's better. I think I'm gonna stick with the movie because I think that's a better portrayal. And I'm just like, well, like you don't even know about the comic, and you know, look at the jet fly overhead. Like I'm like, you don't even know about the comic, and you're still saying the movie's better. Like that's just, look, as I said, look, that's their opinion, but I think it's unfair if they don't even know about the comic. Like as I said, they're like, you know, they're what they know about Elektra comes from the movie. Like, you know, they don't even know what the comic book Elektra looks like. Like, this is where the problems come in, you know. Like for me, it's, you know, if you, like it's different if you've seen the movie, you've read the comic, and you're like, well, the movie's better. That's fine. But you know, to only see the movie and you know, think the movie is, you know, the be all end all is where I have a problem. Because it's, I just think it's really ignorant, really really ignorant to do that. To be like, oh, okay, well, I've just been, you know, I've just been informed about the comic book, and I'm informed that the movie version isn't the, you know, isn't the original version of the character. But you know what? Just because I don't like to be wrong, I'm just going to say that the movie version's better. I'm not even going to bother to check out the comic book version. Oh no. That smash up though. I believe you can knock down these statues too, but I don't really want to try. Okay, well, I'm losing anyway. Yeah, there you go. Straight through them. Oh, wow. So yeah, like that's my problem, guys. Like I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the type of person, like if if I'm unaware of something and someone's like, oh, you know, like for example, if I even me, if I'm like, oh, this movie's so good, and someone's like, the comic book or the book or the original movie is better, I'm someone that will actually, you know, go out of my way to seek out that and check it out myself. And that's actually how I became a fan of many things. Um, See, because I go through periods where I binge things. I remember in like 2000 and I want to say 2009, 2010. I went through a period of uh, where I went through this like sci-fi binge where I just wanted to eat up everything sci-fi, and it was just like the most random. But like, I'm not talking about like Star Wars and stuff like that. I'm just talking about like all random stuff, and I mean random stuff. Like, here's what I'm talking about. So, I got Mass Effect, the video game for Xbox. Um, I got Doom, Dune, sorry, Dune, Dune. I got Dune on DVD, the movie. I got Heavy Metal, animated movie on DVD. I got the Heavy Metal 2000 action figures. Like, as I said, I just went through this really, really weird binge of sci-fi. I just go through these binges where I just binge like a random collection of things. My favorite though, my favorite binge ever was actually my bad movie binge, where I just went through and watched every single bad movie ever made. I mean, every single bad movie ever made. Oh, come on. Damn it. Yeah, so I went through and binged every single bad. I'm talking like movies like Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death, Teenage Catgirls and Heat. Like, I just really went like all out on that. Let's finish up with the. I think I've only got. I think I got France. I got France, Japan, China. So I only got 3 mats left, guys. I might as well do them. France, Japan, China. Okay. Ooh la la. I believe you can drive through the fields of, I believe they're sunflowers. Ole ole. Yeah, my bad movie binge was just so much fun. And it gave me my love for bad movies. Like, the thing about a bad movie is you go in with no expectations. Like, you don't go into a bad movie and you're like, oh, this is going to be the greatest movie I've made, or oh yeah, I saw the original, this one's going to be, you know, just as good, or anything like that. Like, that's the beauty of a bad movie, I think, is that it comes with no expectations. So you can go in, sit down, watch it without, you know, feeling disappointed. Like, you're not gonna sit down to watch Teenage Catgirls and Heat and be like, well, this is gonna be an Oscar-winning, movie. Um, and I think that's really good. I think that's like that. I think that's one of the real benefits to a bad movie. Obviously, it's got its trade-offs. They're very weird. They're very low budget. They're very bad acting. I believe you can knock all these things down too. Usually like they have gore and sex and nudity. But I mean, if you can get through that, then sometimes you're gonna find really enjoyable films. I'm just off the top of my head, like Ice Pirates. Like I really love Ice Pirates. Dead Heat was another good movie. I discovered Dead Heat recently. That's a really good movie. What else?
Choose your car.
Dead Heat. It's another one I really liked. I'm trying to think of. Wow, this handles badly. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one. It was like a slasher kind of movie. I thought it was really fun. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Yeah, that's the thing. Like bad movies. I think they're really fun, and because they come without expectations. I think that's what makes them really that much more fun. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I do know of people that will turn on a bad movie and be like, I expect this to be good, and then when it's low budget and everything, it's this is terrible. Turn it off. Like, I do know people like that. Like my brother's like that. He'll turn a movie off as soon as there's bad CGI or bad acting or something like that. Like I missed out on so many movies because I used to go like stay with him and we'd hire a movie to watch and we'd put it on and it'd be like, oh, this movie sucks, turn it off. So okay. My sister's the same. She hates all those bad movies that I watch. She's not a fan at all. That's the movie I was thinking of. Head of the Family. I saw that this year as well. That was a really good film. Like, just so enjoyable. Like, come on. How did I finish fourth? Whatever. Last track, guys. So yeah, Head of the Family was a really good one I discovered.
Choose your car.
What do you think, guys? I think we'll finish up with the... Let's go the Orca. Last map, guys. Yeah. No comment. It's 2020. I have no comment. What am I talking about? No, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. So yeah, getting back to the game. Yeah, it's as I said, it's just got an appeal to it. Like it's very relaxing. You know. It's got like sort of an arcadey feel to it, I guess you could say, and that's what I guess that's what I like about it. Um, I'm gonna lose this match. Yeah, I like the cars, like how they're all different and unique and all that jazz. I like the levels, they take you all around the world. Um, yeah, yeah, as I said, I like the gimmicks, the level gimmicks, like the kangaroos jumping across the road and the UFOs and all that jazz. As I said, like, there's not many car-related games that I can say I like. Um, I do like, what was it called? I think it's called Wipeout or something. It's like a game where you like launch yourself out of the car and um, like you get to play tin bowling and stuff like that. That game's really fun. Like that's the thing. Like if a car game is something more than racing, something more than just realistic crash physics and like if you can, no comment. Like if you can make it a game, which is what I look for, is a game. Um, then yeah, sure. But if it's just but if it's just I love that theme song. That's so awesome. It just takes me back to the past. Like that's a product of the past. This theme song. Yeah, as I said, like if a car game can do more than just be racing and just be like a fully sick, soup up body kit and all that jazz, then yeah, like I might be interested. Like as I said, I like Wipeout. This is fun. I think there's one. I think it's called Split Second. Uh, Probably the most like stereotypical realistic car game I like is Project Gotham Underground, I believe it's called. 2. Project Gotham Underground 2. And I like that one because you could customize every single inch of the car. There was no stress to race. You could just like drive around the city. That's what I liked. So yeah. So yeah, like if a car game can do something like Mario Kart, like I know they're not cars, but like it's a racing game, but it's fun because there's pickups and power ups and like different. Well, nowadays you can like have a different looking kart and there's all different characters and the tracks are all fun and there's like stage hazards and stuff. That's what I like. Ass. um. So yeah, that's what I like. Um, so yeah, this one's fun. I enjoyed coming back to this one, especially for the same song. Yeah, yeah. Just so awesome. Just so upbeat and positive. It's sort of like a song you'd work out to. Mm. This was fun to revisit. I really like this one. I'm having a lot of fun with my 64 retrospective. I hope you are too. So yeah. Um, so that's the end of my rant. That's the end of my Cruis'n the World retrospective video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, guys.